Our journey begins with the life and times of William Byrd, born around 1540 and passed on the 4th of July, 1623. A luminary of the English Renaissance era, Byrd's musical prowess transcended borders, influencing composers far beyond his native land. Often mentioned in the same breath as John Dunstable, Thomas Tallis and Henry Purcell, Byrd is regarded as one of England's most significant contributors to early music. His compositions, a testament to his versatility, spanned across a variety of forms prevalent in England during his time. From sacred and secular polyphony to keyboard and consort music, Byrd left his indelible mark on each genre he touched. A noteworthy chapter in Byrd's life was his transition to Roman Catholicism in the 1570s, a significant shift that influenced his later works, leading him to produce sacred music for the Anglican services and Catholic sacred music. Join us as we delve deeper into the legacy of this Renaissance maestro in the next scene. As we follow the melodic footprints of William Byrd, we discover a significant chapter in his career when he embarked on a program to provide a cycle of liturgical music covering all the principal feasts of the Catholic Church calendar. From 1592 to 1595, Byrd published 3 Ordinary of the Mass cycles, a monumental endeavour that reflected both the rich Tudor tradition and the influences of continental music. These masses, unique in their structure and style, showcased Byrd's genius and his profound understanding of liturgical requirements. In the early years of the 17th century, Byrd further demonstrated his musical prowess through the Gradualia, 2 cycles of motets published in 1605 and 1607. These works, dedicated to members of the Catholic nobility, featured a stylistic contrast to those of the Cantiones Sacrae publications, reflecting Byrd's ability to adapt and innovate within the confines of liturgical music. Byrd's last collection of English songs, titled Psalms, Songs and Sonnets, was published in 1611. This collection further showcased his versatility and mastery over different musical forms. In addition, Byrd made a significant contribution to Parthenia, a collection of 21 keyboard pieces, further solidifying his influence on English Renaissance music. Byrd's last published compositions were 4 English anthems printed in Sir William Leighton's Tears or Lamentations of a Sorrowful Soul, a testament to his enduring commitment to musical expression. As we delve deeper into the life of William Byrd, we come across an intriguing chapter that marked his foray into the world of English songbooks. In 1588 and 1589, Byrd published 2 collections of English songs. The first, titled Psalms, Sonnets and Songs of Sadness and Piety, stands as a historical milestone as it contains the first madrigals published in England. Byrd, ever the innovator, transformed these adapted consort songs into vocal part songs by adding words to the accompanying instrumental parts, labeling the original solo voice as the first singing part. This was a unique approach to the consort song, a popular form of vernacular polyphony in England during the 3rd quarter of the 16th century. The songs in Byrd's collection varied widely in character. Settings of metrical psalms, dramatic elegies, and lighter, more rapid motion pieces with crotchet, quarter note, pulse, and sometimes triple meter, all found their place in this collection. Through this, Byrd's connection with the literary circle surrounding Sir Philip Sidney, a prominent figure at court during the early 1580s, becomes apparent. Byrd set 3 of the songs from Sidney's sonnet sequence, Astrophel and Stella, alongside other poems by members of the Sidney Circle, and even included 2 elegies on Sidney's death. The most popular item from this collection was the Lullaby, a song that blended the tradition of the dramatic lament with cradle songs found in some early boy plays and medieval mystery plays. Its popularity was such that it was predicted to be in high demand during the winter by Byrd's patron, Edward Somerset, 4th Earl of Worcester. The following year, Byrd published Songs of Sundry Natures. This collection contained sections in 3, 4, 5 and 6 parts, reflecting the variety of musical styles and texts Byrd was setting. From settings of metrical versions of the 7 penitential psalms to lighter pieces employing line-by-line imitative technique and a predominant crotchet pulse, Byrd showcased his versatility and adaptability once again. Byrd also set 2 carols in their traditional form with alternating verses and burdens, and even included an anthem, a setting of the Easter prose, Christ Rising Again. This foray into English songbooks illustrates Byrd's continuous exploration of music, his willingness to adapt and innovate, and his profound influence on the music of the English Renaissance era. Join us as we continue to explore the rich tapestry of Byrd's musical compositions in the next scene. Let's delve into the rich musical repertoire of William Byrd, a prolific composer who left an indelible mark on the world of music. Byrd's compositions, spanning across a diverse range of vocal and instrumental pieces, are a testament to his versatility and the breadth of his musical genius. His early works, composed during his tenure at Lincoln Cathedral, showcase his mastery of polyphony and his innovative approach to form and structure. Byrd's contributions to the Canciones, a collection of Latin motets he co-published with Thomas Tallis, are particularly noteworthy. This collection, published in 1575, marked a shift in Byrd's style. He began to experiment with more complex forms and structures, pushing the boundaries of the established norms of the time. His motets, in particular, are considered significant for their unique blend of English and continental influences, showcasing his ability to adapt and innovate within the constraints of form and genre. In the 1580s, Byrd's style evolved further as he began to compose a series of motets that reflected the plight of the persecuted Catholic community in England. These works, deeply emotive and rich in symbolism, are considered some of his most powerful and moving compositions. They reveal not just his musical prowess, but also his deep-seated faith and his courage in expressing it through his music. Byrd's later works, particularly his contributions to the madrigal style, further underscore his influence on English Renaissance music. His madrigals, while adhering to the conventions of the genre, are imbued with a distinctively Byrdian touch, characterized by intricate polyphony and a deep sensitivity to the text. Byrd's extensive body of work, from his early compositions to his later motets, showcases his versatility and profound influence on music during the English Renaissance era. As we progress to the next scene, we will explore the turning points in Byrd's career that shaped his musical legacy. As we delve deeper into Byrd's life, we find his career taking shape with his first professional appointment as the organist and master of the choristers at Lincoln Cathedral in 1563. This period, however, was not devoid of controversy. Byrd faced allegations, possibly due to his elaborate choral polyphony or organ playing, which led to a suspension of his salary in November 1569. Yet, his time in Lincoln was important, as it was here that he married Juliana Burley and started a family. Byrd's career took a significant turn in 1572, when he was appointed Gentleman of the Chapel Royal following the death of composer Robert Parsons. This lifetime appointment not only came with a good salary, but also provided Byrd with the opportunity to expand his compositional scope and make key contacts at Queen Elizabeth's court. The Queen herself was a moderate Protestant and a music lover, which allowed Byrd to push the boundaries of Anglican church music. In 1575, Byrd and his fellow composer Thomas Tallis were granted a monopoly for the printing of music, a significant milestone in the history of music publication. Despite the financial failure of their first joint publication, Canciones que ab argumento sacrae vocantur, they managed to secure the leasehold on various lands for their financial stability. Byrd's personal life took a dramatic turn in the 1570s as he became more involved with Catholicism. This shift, which became a major factor in his personal and creative life, led him to face accusations of sedition. Despite these challenges, Byrd continued to compose and perform, leaving an indelible mark on English Renaissance music. As we move on to the next scene, we will explore the profound impact of Byrd's legacy on his contemporaries and future generations of musicians. Around 1594, Byrd's career entered a new phase as he moved with his family from Harlington to Stondon Massey, a small village near Chipping Ongar in Essex. This move marked his semi-retirement from the Chapel Royal, allowing him to focus more on his personal and compositional life. In Stondon Massey, Byrd found himself embroiled in a legal dispute with Joanna Shelley over the ownership of Stondon Place. Despite these legal challenges, Byrd was able to form a close relationship with his patron, Sir John Petre, a wealthy local landowner and a discreet Catholic. Petre's patronage played a crucial role in Byrd's life, allowing him to contribute significantly to the music making at the Catholic country houses of the time. However, Byrd's adherence to Catholicism was not without difficulties. He faced recusancy fines, a consequence of not attending Anglican church services. Despite his staunch adherence to Catholicism, Byrd continued to contribute to Anglican church music. His role in the emergence of the New Verse anthem and his grandiose work, The Great Service, marked him as a key figure in the English Renaissance music scene. During his later years in Stondon Massey, Byrd formed a relationship with Sir Edward Paston, a patron of the arts. He also composed elegies for public figures, further cementing his reputation as a prolific composer. Byrd remained in Stondon Massey until his death due to heart failure on the 4th of July, 1623. Despite repeated citations for recusancy and persistent heavy fines, he died a rich man, having rooms at the time of his death at the London home of the Earl of Worcester. This chapter of Byrd's life, filled with personal challenges and professional accomplishments, further underscores his indomitable spirit and enduring legacy. William Byrd, a seminal figure in English Renaissance music, left a profound impact on his contemporaries and future generations of musicians. Despite a religious shift in the 1570s, Byrd's compositions, spanning various types of music, remained influential and moving. His legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power of music to transcend time and place, highlighting the influence of Renaissance music on modern compositions. Byrd's story is one of artistic expression, faith, and lasting influence, showcasing the importance of historical periods in shaping the musical landscape of the future. In the vast expanse of music history, William Byrd's influential role is undeniable. His impressive output of about 470 compositions marks him as one of the true masters of European Renaissance music. He pioneered and transformed many of the era's main musical forms, including the Tudor consort and keyboard fantasia, starting from the most primitive models. Byrd's music was widely copied and acclaimed, securing his reputation among English musicians. As a teacher, he nurtured talents like Peter Phillips and Thomas Tomkins, key contributors to the Elizabethan and Jacobean Virginalist school. However, Byrd's death in 1623 coincided with significant changes in the English musical landscape. The Latin music tradition Byrd had championed dwindled, and consort music evolved under a new generation of musicians. The English Civil War and the Stuart Restoration significantly affected the cultivation of Byrd's music, along with that of other Tudor composers. Interestingly, Byrd's Anglican church music came closest to establishing a continuous tradition, as some pieces continued to be performed into the 18th century. Despite the decline in popularity of many of the vocal and instrumental forms he championed, the 20th century saw a revival of interest in Byrd's work. Scholars such as E.H. Fellows, Joseph Kerman, Oliver Neighbour, Philip Brett and others have significantly contributed to our understanding of Byrd's life and music. In 1999, David Moroney's recording of Byrd's complete keyboard music was released, winning the 2000 Gramophone Award in the early music category. In 2010, the Cardinals Music under Andrew Carwood completed their recorded survey of Byrd's Latin church music, marking the first time all of Byrd's Latin music has been available on disc. These recent recognitions underline the timeless appeal and enduring influence of Byrd's music, echoing his legacy in the modern era.